first time I passed through actually Saudi Arabia to Riyadh about 20 years ago. And it was a place which gave you a feeling of restrictions. There was a officer, I won't name him, from the embassy who came to meet me. And he told me that life was very difficult in that country because his wife couldn't go out. She couldn't go out alone. She couldn't drive. And there was no place where he could go with his wife, with his family. And there was no entertainment place at all. So in a way, he said that the life was absolutely miserable. But what I saw this time was a complete transformation. Just imagine you enter the immigration and 90% of the staff is female. And when you come out, you see there is a feeling of liberation. Actually, it appears as if very intentionally, methodically, the Crown Prince has decoupled the country from this old image of dogmatic and orthodox and regressive Islam to a modern country. But that's a very, very amazing change. And as the director was bringing out, this sort of a sense of enthusiasm, you find is very infectious. You go out, and the old image one had of these laziness has gone away. You met a sort of a enthusiasm which is infectious, actually, if you ask me. So the country is going, it appears, and it can't be a put-on show for us. Because when you meet people, for example, we had gone, as he mentioned, to one of the museums, where the guide was a young lady of 22. And she was articulate, sophisticated, and very knowledgeable. And when we were going around, we came across families, we came across women who were chatting, discussing, and on their own sitting in the restaurant. So actually, as a matter of fact, if you ask me, this is the aim of Crown Prince, his 2030 vision, which was talked about by director. I think it envisages many things. It envisages Saudi Arab as the center of the Muslim and the Arab world. He also aims to become the powerhouse of the global investment. And he wants to convert Saudi Arab into an epicenter of connectivity between Asia, Europe, and Africa, which again is a very, very marvelous sort of a thinking.
But what about the pushback, sir? Is there a pushback?
If you seriously ask me, it's very difficult to know in 4 days the pushback. But generally, by and large, this change, that the transformation he has brought out, appeared to be giving a liberating sort of a atmosphere to the populace. Just to tell you that in Riyadh, there are 450 entertainment centers. The restaurants are aglow. I mean, anywhere you go, any street you go, there are restaurants which people go and come. So if you ask me, the pushback, if it was there, it could have been visible. It always gives you, whenever you go to a country where there is a possibility of, this is suppression, or they want to have a pushback, it is slightly visible. It wasn't there. So, but as I said, we were there for 4 days, but when you talk to people, you talk to embassy, we talk to the diaspora. You'll be amazed that we talked to about 20-30 of our Indian, and majority of them were Muslims. Their feedback was very, very positive. And what they said was that there is a special place for the Indians in Saudi Arabia, which made us very proud. They said amongst all the immigrant workers, they trust Indians the most. So when you talk to people who had lived for 20-30 years in that country, and there were quite a few of them, the Indians there was a feeling that the changes which have been brought about are welcomed by the general population. And one of them talked about the area just about 40-50 kilometers from Riyadh, from where this morality police came from, was the tribe which came from. He says, you go and see that particular town. It's completely changed, modernized. So there is a change which I think will be very difficult to be reversed. But you never know. But this is our impression that this change which has come about is going to be permanent.